I don't know if my mom watches this channel, but for her sake, I'm going to refrain from using profanity. I'm going to refrain from cussing. I'm going to refrain from saying the most hurtful things I can think of saying about this team and these players. Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Where do I even start with this game? First of all, let's just bypass the whole first half, because the first half is what we witnessed all season. Slow, sluggish, boring, repetitive, dry, every adjective in the dictionary you could think of for the word boring, for the word unappetizing, disgusting, despicable, filthy, scummy, ratchet, rugged, whatever word you could think of. We're going to just think of any word that can match those words. That's what Liverpool Football Club looks like. But you know what? You go into halftime 0-0. Come out in the second half and play like you're chasing Champions League. Didn't the club say, look, let's go get the Champions League. Let's go get top 4. Let's fight in the FA Cup. And what do these players do in the second half? They come out, they play the same type of football they played in the first half, and they play it again. You play this, there's no plan B, there's no switch up. We have the same godforsaken lineup every single game. The worst winger combination the Premier League has ever seen. I watched Derby County get, 11, 12 points. I bet you they even had a better winger performance than we had this season. That's how bad this crap is. I almost said another word, but that's how bad this is. And we have to watch it and put up with it every season, or every game this season. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. It's appalling. I don't even know what to say. But you know what? Let's talk about the individuals on this team. Ryan Gravenberch, I'm so glad I did not see you in the second half. That performance in the first half and the performances for large parts of this season has been terrible. But you know what? It's not even your fault. You're playing the same minutes you played last season, and we saw what happened last season. But you know what? Let's do it again on a slot. Let's do the same thing again. Pathetic performance again. McAllister, where are your legs? You're 27 years old. You are 27 years old and you have no legs. There was a moment in the second half. Liverpool break with the ball. There's 3 players ahead of McAllister, 3 Wolves defenders. We're breaking with the ball, and McAllister might be the slowest player the Premier League has ever seen. This guy stumbles over the ball on a counter attack, turns back into 2 defenders, loses the ball, and then acts like he just got shot in the chest, rolling on the ground. That's how bad that midfield is. Szoboszlai, you know what? I can't even be too harsh on you, because no matter how crap you play, you try. That, to me, will exempt you from criticism for the most part with me. As long as you try, for the most part, you've been great this season. You tried. So I'll give you some slack on that. Cody Gakpo with the same cut-in, strike, stupid style of play that does not work 99% of the time. I don't even know. The less said about you, the better. Like a TK. You're tired. You're whatever it is, whatever. You're in the same boat as Szoboszlai. I can give you some slack. Mo Salah, you get your goal, but that performance, my brother, that performance needs to be put in the Hall of Shame. Take that goal away. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen from Mo Salah this season. Terrible performance from him. There was a moment at 1-1. Liverpool are breaking, counter attack, 3-on-1, 3-on-2. Just give the ball to Szoboszlai and we win the game. You had the same exact situation earlier this season. Van Dijk was on the left side, someone else was on the left side, and you made the exact same pass. How can you not complete that pass? Even if you misplace the pass and it goes behind Szoboszlai, somebody is still behind him to put the ball away. And that's what Mo Salah does with that situation. But you scored a goal, so I'm gonna. But you know what? You have enough credit in the bank that even when I want to be angry at you, I can't even be angry at you for long. But the rest of these players disgust me. Watching them play football disgusts me. Watching them play football disgusts me. And I know for a fact I will not be seeing some of these players next season. Gakpo, I don't want to see you again. McAllister, I don't want to see you again. I don't want to see you guys again. I do not want to see this guy start another game for my club next season. They must not. They're so far off it. They're so poor. It's just terrible. And look at what happens when Rio Ngamoy enters the pitch. Great strike, great save from Jose Sa. Great ball to the back post, Van Dijk header. Probably should have scored. Probably was offside, but still great ball. That's what that kid does in 20 minutes that Gakpo cannot do in 90 minutes. And you expect me to be okay with him playing again? Does that even make sense in your head? When you see what you just saw the last 3 games, do you really think that he should ever start a game over Rio Ngamoy again? You don't. If you do, I don't know what to think of you. You might be crazy. But even the goals that we conceded, Konate has gone back to factory settings. I'm so angry. I'm even stuttering. He's gone back to the factory settings that he started the season with. Okay, look, you can say Van Dijk poor on that header that Rokadaro wins. Konate, read the freaking play. Read the play. You're 2 feet away from Van Dijk. You do not challenge the same ball that your center back partner challenges. You wait. If he doesn't win it, you mop up. You're 2 feet away from Van Dijk when Rokadaro gets that ball down. And what's his name? Rodrigo Gomez is just free on the left side. Terrible. But even worse, Joe Gomez. They pay you millions of dollars, millions of pounds, millions of euros, whatever conversion you want to use. They pay you money. And that's how you defend a weakly struck shot from Andre. That's how you defend it. You turn your whole body like you're dodging a gunshot. Pathetic. Pathetic. All of these players are so dreadful. They're so dreadful. Some of you are not fit to wear this jersey, and you haven't been fit to wear this kit for months now. For months now. Frimpong, you tried. Soboslai, you tried. Ekatike, you at least did something meaningful at some points in the game. You tried. But generally, 6 or 7 of these players every single match day are terrible. We just get built up because the other ones that aren't terrible are just better than the other team's players. That's all it is. On a slot, you suck. This is not poignant, journalistic worthy criticism or recap of the match. On a slot, you just suck at managing football. You suck. You stink. You are not good. You are not good. You don't change anything. You play the same exact way every single game, hoping for the play. You don't manage the game. You don't coach the game. Nothing changes. The players just figure it out most of the time. Last season, Salah carry job most of the time. Soboslai, great strikes. Gakpo, Diaz, rest of soul, Jota, Nunez had moments throughout the season. That was it. You did not coach anything. And it's showing now this season without the dogs that you had last season. The dogs. You had dogs. Diaz, Jota, Nunez. Say what you want about them. They were dogs. They fought. They made things happen. Got it out the mud. We don't have out the mud players anymore. You know what? That's fine. If you don't have out the mud players, at least have players that perform. And we do not have that. We have a midfield that doesn't work, that has no legs, that don't win tackles, that can't go box to box. We have a left winger that can't do anything, a right winger that can't beat his man. Like, what are we supposed to do with this team? What are we supposed to do with this team? You know what? Credit to Wolves. They picked it up in the calendar year, but they're still Wolves. They're still going down. They're still getting relegated. And that's the performance you put against them. Pathetic. These players are genuinely embarrassing. We've picked it up the last couple, maybe the last month or so, but it's just been generally poor. It's been poor. It's been results, but it's not been performance. They're terrible. Aston Villa play Chelsea tomorrow. One of those teams drops points. Probably going to be a draw or a Chelsea win. That's where I'm leaning towards. This was the time to move into third place and finally, but it doesn't even matter. Third place, fifth place, you're not winning the league. Just get Champions League. That's all that really matters. And at the way the Champions League is going this season, the Premier League teams, Chelsea are probably going out to PSG. Man City, Real Madrid, who knows? Liverpool, yes, they'll go through. Spurs, probably going out. Newcastle, probably going out. So all the things that we thought we could, the fifth place coefficient, whatever, it might be gone anyways. So you need top four. These players need to look themselves in the mirror. Look, I don't even care if you don't care about this manager. I don't care if you're not playing for this manager. Are you playing for this club or not? Do you want to win for this club or not? They pay your salary. Try. Actually try to win the game. You're getting paid and you don't even try to win games. Sluggish, slow, lethargic, pathetic, embarrassing football on display all season long. I can only hope and pray that we just sneak top four. But on a slot, you suck. Konate, Gravenberch, McAllister, Gakpo, Salah, all of you suck. The end.